Okay, so we're here at Better Team USA today, and they are the professional tailors that handle all of WeatherWool's tailoring and putting the fabrics together. He's the designer, and you got to bring professionals in. And in the industry, you want somebody that this is their niche, and he hires only the best tailors. And the product kind of proves itself. So just kind of tell us a little bit about the working environment here, and WeatherWool, and how you work with people that only hire American, obviously,
Right.
that kind of thing.
Well, one of the most important things about WeatherWool, very important to us, is that we're always pure American. So not only are all of our components, all of our materials are American, but of course all of our labor is done here in America. And one of the things that we really like about Better Team is not only are they very experienced, but they're a family business. They've been at this a very long time. They're also located very conveniently for us, right near the garment district outside New York City, right near our home. So we can get together with the folks here at Better Team at almost just a moment's notice. It's only about a 20-minute drive, and they can do pretty much anything we need. They've worked with not just us, but they've worked with many major outdoor brands, names that everyone would know.
Yeah, that was the thing that kind of caught me, was like when they started listing off the names of top companies, like Filson's a good for example. Everybody loves their clothing, and if a company like that will trust a tailoring organization to handle some of their stuff, then I feel like you're in pretty darn good hands. And we've been kind of tooling around the factory here and talking to some of the people and just seeing how they operate and cutting WeatherWool material, and it's been a very interesting day to kind of see how it starts from source all the way to the finished product right here.
So Ralph, does the fabric have a sort of nap, a natural nap to it?
Yes, it does. The napping process is designed to create a natural path for water to run down the outside of the jacket. So there is not only a front and a back to our fabric, but there's an up and a down.
Right.
And water will encounter the nap, and it'll be guided down.
Roll right off. Yeah, that's awesome. Hi, my name is Jensen DiBattista. I work here at Better Team USA. We are a family-owned company. I manage the cutting room mainly, also sampling as well. And here we're looking at some of the patterns that we use to help cut the anorak and other WeatherWool styles. We pretty much lay out the fabric. We check the consumption to make sure everything's okay, and then we place the patterns accordingly in order to get, let's say, the best consumption, to use the least amount of fabric. No waste. There's always waste, but we try to minimize that.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. It's expensive stuff. And then we go ahead and cut. Here we have some block fusing, so what we do is we cut the fabric first. We put the fuse, which is a glue-like application, to the bottom of the fabric, and we run that through our fuse machine down the end over there. That's pretty hot. And once we fuse it, we bring it back here and cut it with the pattern, so that there's no shrinkage involved. The patterns don't shift or change or get bigger or get smaller. And yeah, that's one part of it. There's other parts too. We have sometimes lining you have to separate, but there's a lot involved. It seems simple, but it's pretty intricate. Hi again, it's Jensen from Better Team. We're starting to cut a size of our WeatherWool style here. What we do usually, we check the overall size of the marker with all the patterns in it, check how much fabric we need. We lay out that fabric with a block. It could be 2 yards, 2.5 yards. Here it's about, I think, 3.25. We then lay out the fabric, how many ply you need, how many jackets we're cutting. It could be 5, 10. Lay the marker on top, check that the width is okay to make sure all the patterns fit within the width of the fabric. It could vary sometimes within the roll, so we like to check that. And our cutter usually checks the marker to make sure everything's okay. Any last minute changes, and then we go ahead and start cutting. He's using a small, I think 4 or 5 inch up and down blade right now to cut. He likes that machine better. It's good for this amount of ply that we have here, about 5 or 6. to go ahead and cut that.
Okay, so that's just a quick rundown of how WeatherWool products are assembled. Kind of took a look at some of the patterns and, you know, the tools they use to cut the fabric, and, you know, talk to some of the people around the factory. And I really appreciate Ralph bringing me down here. You know, it's easy to understand things from my side of the equation, using this equipment in the field and knowing how it performs. It's a whole other thing to see how it's constructed, learning the science behind, you know, why wool is superior and why his product is superior to a lot of other stuff that I've tried out there on the market. And like I talked about in other videos, I pretty much own most of the major wool companies out there at some point in the past, and this just happens to be my favorite. You know, everybody's got their preferences. WeatherWool happens to be mine. So, you know, if you're interested in picking up some of these items, you can visit survivalgear.us. We do anoraks, pants. We can order anything that WeatherWool offers, or you can go over there and check out weatherwool.com. See the full line of products, and then look at some of the advisors that he has on board. I think there's 30-something, you know, top industry names that are getting behind WeatherWool just like I am, and they believe in these products. And I think this is one of those companies that is very niche and small right now, but in a few years is going to be, you know, kind of a household name within our industry and something that's everybody's using. So get in on the ground floor, check this stuff out. You can contact Ralph himself. You know, and they have pretty much the best return policy on the planet. If you don't like it, you buy a $600 anorak or an $800 jacket or a $50 gaiter, and you don't like it, you send them back, they'll give you a full refund. And you pretty much can't find that with clothing anywhere out there. He's so sold on the idea of his products and that you'll love them that he'll essentially give you a full refund if you're not fully satisfied. So thanks for supporting Sigma 3, thanks for supporting WeatherWool, and make sure to share, like, and subscribe. Sigma 3 out.